Shuni Mudra. The tip of the middle finger, symbolised by Saturn, touches the tip of the thumb and brings the bearer patience. Let's get ourselves into a comfortable sitting position, whether you begin on a chair, in a kneeling position, on the floor with your legs stretched in front of you, or in a cross-legged position. Find a seat of comfort so that you may close the eyes and tune in. Connect with your flow of breath and become aware of the activity within the trunk of the body as you breathe. Pay particular attention to the belly button. Tune in to how the belly button synchronizes with the chest as it rises and falls with the incoming and outgoing breath. Making your breath longer and deeper helps in calming the nervous system, soothing the parasympathetic nervous system, allowing for an experience of composure in preparation for the postures to follow. Unclench your teeth, unfurrow your brow, relax. Let go of any tension that you may be harbouring. And it is always through exhalation that you are able to release and let go of tension. Let us open the eyes, release the mudra, and begin. We're going to work with the arms for the first part, giving them greater mobility. Remember to use no force, to not exceed your comfortable practice, and to stay observant and aware of the flow of breath. The breath is your guide. If you have a belt or strap, that can be useful. You can use it as a working tool. It will act as a bridge between your two hands so that you may use the belt to walk them together, to reach and connect. Let's bring ourselves now into a kneeling position. And if you want a bit of added comfort, use your cushion and place it between your buttocks and the heels of your feet. If you do find that kneeling isn't for you, then you can do these arm exercises in a cross-legged position or with your legs outstretched in front of you. First of all, we're going to practice prayer posture, inverted, Namaste. To begin with, because we are going to be working with our arms and hands behind us, we need to open out and create space at the front of us. So sitting comfortably and checking your alignment, that your head is central over your shoulders and your head and shoulders are central over your hips. Take a nice deep breath in and draw the shoulders up, round, back and down. This just opens out across the front of the chest. Think about drawing your scapulars towards each other. Your two scapulars here, the shoulder blades, draw them towards each other. Extend the fingers out beside you. Breathe in and raise the arms about a foot away from the mat. From the shoulder girdle on both sides, rotate the arms forwards. So be aware that you are using the flesh in the movement as well as turning the bone, and that you're using the whole of the arm rather than just the forearm or the wrist and hand. It's a full movement. Then bring the hands behind. You can allow the fingertips to touch on the floor, and you can take another breath in, and as you breathe out, draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Take your time. Have patience. Observe. So in time with your breath, breathe in and bring the fingertips to touch if you can. You can start with the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, and then gently you will begin to invert the hands, and you're looking to draw the heels of the hands to touch, have the palms of the hands fully touching, and drawing the little fingers up along the spine. Take your elbows back, shoulders back, open out across the front of the chest. Unclench your teeth. Breathe. Be aware as well that you haven't pushed your bottom out behind you and your chest out in front and have a curvature of the lower spine. Pick the buttocks up, tilt the pelvis, place them back, and get the spine very upright, like a column, a pillar. If you find that the hands don't reach, you can begin simply by connecting opposite hand with elbow. Breathe. And then gently, as you exhale, allow the hands to release. Bring them to rest in the lap. Soften and relax around the shoulders. If you have drawn in any tension, now is the time to let go of that. Upon your exhalation, shake it out, sigh it out. If you have a belt or strap, have that to hand now. We're going to practice the arms of Gomukhana, the cow posture. So let's relax the arms beside us. Take a breath in. Exhale, just take the shoulders back. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other so that you have this opening across the front of the chest. Let's breathe in and raise the right arm out so that the hand is in line with the right shoulder. Another breath in to lift the hand, relaxing the right shoulder away from the ears. And then bend the right elbow, allowing the left hand to rest on the left scapula. Breathe in, bring the left hand up and over and grab the fleshy part of the right upper arm. Avoid pulling onto the elbow. And gently draw that across. Release the left arm. Do not judge yourself if this shape is not happening immediately. If your arm is out here, work with it. Just take a breath in. Create space. Think about making space in the shoulder girdle. And then allowing the breath to guide you, to let you know when it's time that you can progress, that your muscles are lengthening, your tendons are releasing, and your bones are becoming more movable. Patience. With your belt, you can place one end into the right hand and have the belt just dangling down the back of you. You'll then breathe in and raise the left arm. Rotate it fully in its socket. Lower it behind you and then bend at the elbow. Catch hold of the belt. So if you find yourself here, that's fantastic. Breathe in and out. And in time, with patience and perseverance, you'll be able to use the belt to bring the fingers together. Unclench the teeth and breathe. You might like to close the eyes so that you can tune in to the breath cycle, so that you can scan the body and see if there's any parts that you can enlighten and activate so that they engage in the movement too. So they assist. All parts of the body can help with the flow of movement and with the progression of gaining the posture. And then gently release. You might like to give the arms a little bit of a shake, the wrists, the hands, and then we'll go to the other side. So we'll breathe in, raise the left arm, exhale, and bend. Breathe in, raise the right arm up and over, bring the right hand to connect with the left upper arm, gently drawing it across. Taking your time here. Remember, no force is necessary. It's no competition. Breathe in, raise the right arm out in line with the shoulder, and then rotate it fully and drop the right arm behind you so the fingertips come down to the mat behind your feet, and then bend the right elbow. Once again, you can use your belt or strap if you need to, and tune in. Close the eyes, unclench the teeth. Breathe. On an exhalation, see if you can draw the shoulder blades toward each other. Take the left elbow away from the head. Really feel and experience the position, the shape you are creating. And then gently release and allow the arms beside the body, the hands to rest beside the hips. Bring the hands now into the lap, point of thumbs touching, head and shoulders above hips, chin parallel with the mat. Close the eyes and scan the body. Let us now bring the hands forward, lift the buttocks, turn the toes under, and just bring the buttocks to rest onto the stems of your feet, and see if you can get your head and shoulders once again over your hips. Now have a couple of rounds of breath, and if you feel you are able to an inhalation and an upward elevating pull, stand up. If you need to have your hands on the mat in front of you and lift the buttocks and stand, then do so. But if you are able to do it without using the hands, then find yourself in a standing position. Tadasana, upward mountain. With the feet together, we make ourselves grounded into the mat, the earth beneath us. Without looking down, activate your toes, pick them up and give them a bit of a wiggle. At no point do the toes need to be pressured into the mat or gripping the mat. They should at all times be quite relaxed. Lift up through the flesh from the soles of the feet, up through the ankles, the shins, the calf muscles, the thighs, the hamstrings. Pick up the buttock cheeks. Draw the buttock cheeks together. Tilt the pelvis. Allow the basin, your pelvic girdle here, to be aligned, completely central. Rise up through the torso, lifting the flesh on your left side, right side, front and back. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Have the chin parallel to the mat. Breathe. We're going to go into upward mounting, and we're going to use Jupiter Mudra. Jupiter Mudra will have our fingers linked and our 2 index fingers joined together. The power of Jupiter, or good luck and expansion, will be activated. And with the fingers together, it focuses the energy and helps to break through barriers. Exhale and stretch through to the fingertips. Another breath in as you rotate the arms fully from the shoulder girdle, palms of the hands face the ceiling, and then exhale and extend the fingertips down to the mat. Breathe in with the shoulders relaxed and away from the ears. Raise the arms up. Bring the palms of the hands together. Link the fingers, releasing the 2 index fingers to stay joined and the thumbs crossed. Jupiter Mudra. Activate the energy to break through barriers. And with this mudra, we're going to laterally bend the spine. This lateral flexion of the spine also assists in eliminating the fatty deposits that build up around the waist. Let's breathe in and make space through the trunk of the body. Then exhale, and we're going to lean to the left, push our hips to the right. Keep your right shoulder directly above your left. Don't go too far too soon, because you're going to take another breath in, create more space, lift the skin from the hips up towards the waist, and then from the hips and the waist up towards the rib cage. Exhale, stretch to the left a little further. Keep the head and neck a natural extension of the spine. Another breath in, create more space, and hinge. Pull the tummy in as you breathe in and return to a central position. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Sigh out the breath and let go of any tension you may have created. Without looking down, check on the toes, pick them up, give them a wiggle. Readjust and adapt your upward mountain posture, tipping the pelvis forward, picking the flesh of the buttocks up. Breathe in, rise up internally and externally, and then lean to the right and push your hips to the left. Unclench your teeth. Don't go too far too soon, because another breath in, you're going to create more space to then exhale and move into. And a third breath in and exhale. Have your left shoulder directly over your right. Have both shoulders in line with your hips. And then breathe in and return to an upright central position. Release the Jupiter Mudra, and as the hands lower, continue to experience a sense of elevation from the soles of your feet to the crown of your head. You might like to give the arms a bit of a shake and flick the fingers as if you're flicking water droplets off the fingertips. And then bring yourself once again to rest in stillness into Tadasana, mountain posture. Close the eyes and tune in. You may feel the transference of weight between the soles of your feet, and you want to centralize this. So allow your total body mass weight to disperse itself down into the feet equally and evenly. Unclench your teeth. Tune in. Be aware of having a sense of firm groundedness within the feet to the earth beneath you, whilst also attaining an elevation to the crown of your head and beyond. And then open the eyes, bring the palms of the hands together at the heart. Be thankful for your practice, for the ability of progressing to gain further suppleness, flexibility, strength, and enlightened activity. Be grateful for everything you have, and do not focus on what you do not have, and be safe in the knowledge that yoga is good for you.